Perfect. Yeah. So we are now in our nocturnal area. So this is an area of the zoo where we keep the majority of our nocturnal species. So in here we have pygmy lorises, some 3-banded armadillos, and our grey mouse lemurs. And we've done a lot of work, both conservation work and research work with nocturnal species. They're not commonly kept in zoos because they are a little bit more challenging. They're also not the easiest, sexiest thing to sell to visitors. But it's something as a small zoo we can specialise in and hope to do wonders with. And I'll pass it over to Stephen.
Thank you so much, Zach. I will say my thank yous after my poem. This is called the Nocturnal House. What is the phenomenon where you can only see what others see, even when it's dark? What is it called when you cannot see what is upon your own public-facing face? Human ocular fallacy, night shift syndrome, jungle ineptitude in the Amazon warehouse. You are all now in the wrong place. The dark land of the Loris Limadio. Here daylight is stupid, and the night is a bouncy castle half full of water. This is the world of Diglett, the cannonball defense, the Robert Palmer of tanks, the ice cream super monster, the ready to ball, it who scampers, while the mouse lemur clasps the ribbons of day to tie them around your goofy ears. These are the creatures who shoulder check clouds into gritty fog. In infrared thought bubbles, we see the footsteps of what is done when no one is looking, for no one can look at what cannot be seen, where animals are happy because humans are lost. In the nocturne, the talk of the night town is from the tiny mouths that hide tiny tongues. They talk about how the view never gets old, no matter how many times you don't see it. And the loris is the boss in the cold. The boss coffee fur mini milk, the lizard's bane, the friendly Dracula of the pickles, the grand administrator of slow movements. Glimpse them scatter in the red turn, but not out of fear, but caution for you in the overworld, where it is so dark you would trip over your own arse. For a dark second, open your ears to the small night lights and endless opaque camping rumours. Here, the Lima Loris Dio whispers, switch off the light, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. What a lovely event. So unique, so pleasant. I want to thank everyone who travelled here. One of the poets came from Glasgow, other from London. People have come all over. But most of all, we must thank Joe and Zach and everyone at the zoo for being so hospitable and inventive enough to allow a poet to be in residence in a zoo. Thank you, my friends.
Thank you so much for all coming along. I know we did have a quick walking tour through the zoo during that. You are all more than welcome to carry on looking around the zoo and enjoying everything that's happening here today. It's been an absolute pleasure having Stephen and all the poets with us. When you first approached us, and I've said this before, the joy of us being a small team is I didn't have to take this through rafts of decision makers. Stephen said, do you want a poet in residence? And we all went, yes, absolutely. And it's been a pleasure having you part of the team over the last few years.
Amazing.
That's really lovely.
Let us buy things in the gift shop. Amazing.
I will steal your red mark.
Yes. Superb.
Sally, yeah.
Brilliant.